What I remember about the rise of the Empire is how quiet it was. During the waning hours of the Clone Wars, the 501st Legion was discreetly transferred back to Coruscant. It was a silent trip. We all knew what was about to happen, what we're about to do. Did we have any doubts? Any private, traitorous thoughts? Perhaps, but no one said a word. Not on the flight to Coruscant, not when Order 66 came down, and not when we marched into the Jedi Temple. Not a word. Tonight, the fall of the Jedi is at hand. We have been directed by the highest authority to wipe out the insurgent Jedi Order that threatens our great empire. Our first objective is to capture the Council Chamber. Lord Vader will be our field commander. Let's keep the chatter low and move out.
Fight the Jedi and take them down. Friendly fire! Mark that turret! They're coming around! Get down! See that turret? Take it out. That's the way it's done.
Attention troops, double time to the library. The Jedi are attempting to destroy the library's holobooks. In direct defiance of command. Stop them. Stop the destruction of the Jedi holobooks. If you can keep at least one of the bookcases intact for at least 2 minutes, command can scan the contents of the library.
They're flanking us! Friendly fire! Keep up the assault! They're flanking us! Surround the Jedi! For the Republic! They're all over! That turret needs fixing.
Efficient. Your next objectives are a pair of holocrons, rumored to contain the sum of Sith and Jedi knowledge. The first one is located on the comm room. Retrieve it and bring it to the veranda. chamber. You must defeat this Jedi and bring his holocron to the veranda drop-off point.
Enemies down.
Excellent progress. With the last of the holocrons secured, we can deal with the remainder of the Jedi here. Execute the 3 Jedi Masters who have poisoned the minds of their impressionable students against the Empire. Let them bear witness to the cost of rebellion. Well done. Our new Emperor will be pleased. Primary mission objectives complete. The Jedi Temple has been secured.
Watch it! For the Chancellor!
With the fall of Coruscant and the elimination of the traitorous Jedi, Palpatine's rise to power was complete. In recognition of our service and loyalty to the Emperor, the 501st were placed under the direct command of Lord Vader. Armed with deadly new weapons, blazing new ships, and shiny new armor, our presence let the galaxy know that the days of the Old Republic were well and truly over. We were establishing a new era. An era of order and peace. During the rise of the Empire, the Emperor's home planet of Naboo rapidly established itself as a major irritant. After a number of Naboo's ambassadors were sent home in various states of dismemberment, her newly elected queen broke off diplomatic ties and began exploring military options. Clearly, it was time for a regime change. A change that would be affected by the 501st, now under the direct command of Darth Vader. Our orders were simple: to infiltrate the city, take out their leader, sending a clear signal to other potential troublemakers in the Empire.
Welcome to the capital city of Theed. Tonight, we will be performing a radical destabilization of the Theed government by the elimination of their queen. She is heavily guarded in the central plaza by a group of Jedi and an auto turret grid. In order to defeat these defenses, we must set up a perimeter around the central plaza and shut down the auto turret grid. Careful, soldier. Your numbers are few, and the mission's success rests on your shoulders.
They're flanking us. I'm taking you down, plastic boy.
Now it's on to the Embassy Plaza. Move out. Watch out, soldier. The auto turret grid is still online. Keep you and your men out of the central plaza until we can find a way to shut down the turret grid. So far, so good. Now capture the guard post past the embassy. If you need some extra firepower, we've managed to sneak a tank for you at the embassy command post. Use it wisely.
Take out that tank.
Excellent. Now we must destroy the auto turret grid console, clearing access to the central plaza. Destroy it, and the Queen will be ours. The Queen's personal Jedi bodyguards have broken from the palace. Destroy them.
Save some for the rest of us.
The Queen and her royal guard are trying to escape. Quickly, you must eliminate the Queen at all costs. You have performed a great service for the Empire. The Queen's death will serve as an example to other nascent rebellions, saving countless lives.
With the Queen eliminated, Naboo quickly fell in line. It was the first time the 501st was called upon to adjust a planet's government. But it wouldn't be the last. Within months, the 501st gained a well-deserved reputation as Vader's fist. By the time we'd made our way to the molten surface of Mustafar, it was apparent that Delso had been a busy little bug. All by his lonesome, he'd found a previously hidden droid factory, fired it up and cranked out his own private army of battle droids. Needless to say, this got the men of the 501st a little hot under the helmet, and not just because of all that lava. Truth be told, we'd all had our fill of those gearheads during the war, and we couldn't stomach the thought of going through another one. So we blew them up. Blew up the droids, blew up the factory. Damn near blew up the planet.
All right, troops. Today we stamp out final remnants of the CIS. Eventually we'll be blowing up a hidden droid factory. But for now, we need to infiltrate and secure that nearby mining facility. Move them out. Take control of the lava observation room.
Watch it! Come on! Get the droid!
Get to Earth now!
Incoming! How many is that?
Watch that turret.
Take control of the walkway.
Watch out for snipers!
Keep moving.
Sniper spotted at 2 o'clock. We've got super! Try not to waste it.
That collection base looks like a good place to make a stand. Capture it. Any droid we don't destroy today will come back to haunt us tomorrow. Wipe them out. These Geonosians have been working on a new Confederate infantry prototype. Destroy the schematics before they can use them to build a new droid army.
Hostile dead. Super battle droid, take him down! Watch him flank.
Droids!
We need more troopers like you! Coming around.
One of our boys got killed bringing the other beacon. Go out and retrieve it. Get that beacon to the central antenna.
Stay down!
Fall back to the collection base and watch the fireworks.
Here's the droid! It's raining bugs!
Kill them all! Geisel Delso has been defeated. Scratch one droid rebellion.
The destruction of the mining facility put an end to any thoughts of a second droid rebellion. For the first time in years, the man of the 501st could relax and get about the business of maintaining an empire, rather than building one. Officially, there never was a clone rebellion on Camino. Unofficially, approximately 20 years after we were created, a special detachment of the Imperial 501st Legion was dispatched to Camino with orders to eradicate an army of clones that had been bred to take arms against the Empire. Our mission commander, an expert on the inner workings of Camino, was a young bounty hunter named Boba Fett.
Fett on the job.
Boba Fett has been chosen to lead a small task force into the Camino Cloning Center. His familiarity with the center's layout and access codes should give us the element of surprise.
Is that all you've got?
Before we leave, the Empire wants us to collect some DNA samples from our evil brothers. Get that sample back to ship immediately. DNA sample secure. Pulling ship back to a safe distance. Good job. Now take that CP and await further orders.
Take down the traitors.
You know your objectives. Destroy the computers keeping the Kaminoans' clone pods alive before they can create any more traitorous anti-troopers.
That's another one.
Objective complete. Clone pod life support down. They won't be cloning another army anytime soon.
The Kaminoans are evacuating in 5 minutes. Take down their transports before they can escape.
Transport's down. They're trapped. This won't end well.
That's another one. That's the last we'll be seeing of those guys. I sure hope so.
The bounty hunter left after the battle was over. He said something about tracking down a smuggler on Tatooine. After the Camino uprising, the Emperor decided that an army of genetically identical soldiers was too susceptible to corruption. Future troopers would be cloned from a variety of templates. Though the 501st itself remained pure, the rest of the Imperial Army gradually became more and more diverse. We never really got used to the new guys. Once it was finally finished, the Death Star was the Emperor's favorite toy. It was also the most boring assignment in the galaxy for a stormtrooper. Tedious inspection drills, endless hours of guarding impregnable force field generators. Things got so bad that when a prison break erupted in the cell block, we were almost happy to have someone shooting at us again. If only we'd known what an embarrassing snipe storm we were about to wade into. We probably would have jettisoned the whole detention block into space.
Attention Hangar 84G. There is a prison riot in progress. A contingent of the 501st is inbound from an exterior inspection. Join up with the squad mates in the hangar and quell this riot. Rebel forces are converging on Hangar 84G. We cannot allow any of them to escape. Defend the hangar.
We need more troopers
coming around!
Affirmative. Move! Watch it!
Look out!
Hangar 84G is secure. The riot originated in cell block 2180. Get up there and secure that cell block.
Stormtrooper!
Get the rebel! Take out the Wookiee! We need more troopers like you! They're trying to find us.
One of the rebels managed to get his hands on the plans for this battle station. We cannot allow those plans to leave this outpost. Dispatch the rebel carrying the plans and return them to our forces. Well done. The plans have been secured. The prisoners have captured the fire control room. You must not allow them to damage the main cannon. The fire control room is ours. The rebels have infiltrated Hangar 85G and are preparing to escape in one of the shuttles. Get to the hangar and take out that shuttle before it takes off.
Save stuff for the rest of us! Whoa! He's coming around.
Well done, Trooper. No one escaped the Death Star. Troopers, there is a Jedi in the TIE hangar. He is the source of this rebellion. Destroy this man. Now.
Watch your flank. You like that?
rebel leader has been destroyed. Our reinforcements can take it from here. The uprising has been crushed. Well done, Trooper. Lord Vader will be most pleased with your performance.
After the embarrassment of the prison break, Lord Vader removed us from our comfortable belay and began dragging the 501st across the galaxy in a dangerous hunt for the now missing Death Star plans. Ironically, our punishment eventually proved to be our salvation. The poor souls who took our place in the detention area were completely wiped out when the Death Star was destroyed.